Hi, fourth graders. Today we're going to start a new story, and that's called Owen and Mzee, and it seems like a really cute story about a hippopotamus and a tortoise. Before we preview our Venn diagram organizer, we are going to just preview our vocabulary once more. I had to do this yesterday, but there's no harm in doing it again. So we have our number one word. We have bond. A bond between people is a feeling of close friendship, and I know many of you have strong bonds with your classmates or your cousins or your siblings or even your parents too, which is a great thing to have. Number two is suffered. If someone felt pain or great sadness, he or she suffered. Number three, intruder. One who enters a place without permission is an intruder. You have a companion. Is someone who spends time with you, and it can also be something as well, like many of you have dogs or some sort of pet that you have, but they can also be people, like your parents' companion is their spouse, so your mom or dad. Enclosure, an area that is fenced off and used for a special purpose, is an enclosure. Inseparable. People or things that are inseparable are always together, cannot separate. Some of you are like that. Charged. If an animal charged at someone, it moved quickly toward that person. Charged. Like a bull charging at a matador. When I was in Spain, I saw that happened. Not a pretty sight. We have chief. The chief part of something is the most important or largest part. You can use chief as a noun as well. Chief is a person, like the chief of the fire department, chief of the police department, chief of the tribe. Exhausted. A person who is exhausted is tired and has no energy. And we have affection, feeling of fondness for someone or something. I know a lot of you have strong affections towards one another in a positive way and towards your family members. So the next thing we are going to do, you are going to see in Google Classroom, Google Draw, and if you can get that going, I would like you to create a Venn diagram similar to this, except you're not going to have Owen and Mzee inside of your circles. They're going to be maybe above it, below it, or beside it. So Venn diagram is a nice graphic organizer to help us kind of organize our thoughts throughout the story. So we are going to compare and contrast. The next selection is about two very different animals who find a common bond. As you read Owen and Mzee, look for ways in which the authors organize information to show how the two animals are alike as well as different. Think about each animal's size, age, and situation. Use a graphic organizer like the one below to help you note their similarities and differences. And you can make it as creative or as simple as you would like, but your assignment for today is to create this Venn diagram. You don't have to have any information for it. It's just to prepare you for our reading coming up tomorrow.